Hi everyone, this is my presentation on Fox News and the partisanship the platform shows in support of conservatives and Republicans. The purposes of my presentation today are to encourage us all to practice putting on our watchdog hats in order to evaluate and analyze the major news media outlet Fox News and to learn more about journalism and its main purposes. On the agenda, we'll discuss the main purposes of journalism, partisanship examples as seen on Fox News, answer the question, does Fox News live up to journalistic standards, and discuss the importance of fact-checking and analyzing major news platforms. Some of the main purposes of journalism that will be relevant for my presentation today are: journalism's first loyalty is to its citizens. The most fundamental and most basic yet important principles of journalism, the duty to serve citizens, foster community, and present citizens with the truth. Another purpose of journalism is to create community. Good journalism should also do much more than spotlight problems. It should also explore solutions. My personal favorite purpose of journalism is to provide citizens with the information they need to be free and self-governing. Other examples of journalistic standards are listed here in my presentation. Purposes like seeking the truth, independence, transparency, and the consideration of impact are all relevant in our presentation today. To start off the discussion on partisanship, let's begin with Fox News' demographic. In fact, Republicans favor Fox News much more than any other outlet. 93% of those who name the network as their main source of political news identify as Republican or lean to that party. These stats correlate to votes and platform endorsement. During the 2020 election, Fox News emphasized distrust relating to the voting integrity as well as voter fraud of the election. A Fox News segment in March this very year was titled "The Elites Give the Nod to Election Fraud," revisiting the claims and concerns regarding an unfair and fraudulent election. In a government that has previously honored and respected a peaceful transition of power, claims of fraudulent voting and rigged elections can cause extreme unrest and distrust in the very framework of a democratic government and the way that we elect our candidates. This instigated distrust is similar to Fox News' reports regarding the southern border, which has been described by journalists as a fear-mongering narrative that distorts the reality of what is actually occurring. The function of news is to create community and not to garner distrust. Even recently, in June, Fox News published an article that began with the statement, "Former President Donald Trump's trial in Manhattan was a modern-day Salem witch trial," questioning the legitimacy of the New York court system and the very framework our justice system is based on. The article ends with the sentiment and image of Trump pleading not guilty and slamming the case as a scam. One quote that I find particularly fitting to insert here is, "Words begin to lose their meaning, belief begins to ascend over fact. It becomes by turns easier to call true things fake or facts hoaxes." Surprisingly, even after the legal process has been carried out and Trump was found to be guilty, Fox News continued to double down and claim that the Democrats insist on the inquisition and witch hunt of Donald Trump, pointing the fingers of blame towards the justice system, the prosecutor, and even the judge, instead of admitting any fault on Trump's part. This could be objectively labeled as blatantly partisan, because Fox News is arguing against the law. Fox News prioritizes sensationalism and conservative narratives over any fact-based, partisan, or balanced perspectives. They idolize specific political figures, glorifying them as victims of witch hunts and as political martyrs that can do no wrong. Their devotion to the public appears tainted by a dire ambition to represent conservatives as the good in a world full of evil. This shows us that Fox News is not transparent enough. They have a completely unsteady foundation and reputation in the world of journalism and news media due to the fact that they are inherently partisan but persuade viewers to believe their news isn't partisan, it's the complete honest truth. Because Fox News has an impact that is more substantial than many other platforms. Among all U.S. adults, 43% say that they trust Fox News for political and election news, which highlights the importance of holding the platform accountable for practicing good journalism. Fox News has a track record of discouraging conversation and pitting peers against each other rather than encouraging educated and informed debate and the ability to find common ground. Fox News is skeptical of everything besides their own narrative, whether it's science, election fraud, or even the justice system, shown through their numerous divisive titles and takes. This could make you ask the question, is Fox News serving you, or is it contributing to your division? It's undeniably important to hold major news conglomerates accountable for their journalism. Major news outlets should be more committed to encouraging conversation rather than obstructing conversation in order to remedy the division that we're experiencing. Holding your news platform accountable could look like fact-checking, questioning partisan rhetoric, or calling out shortcomings in your platform's journalistic practices. You can always practice acting as a watchdog for yourself. To conclude, Fox News' foundation of partisan conservative rhetoric, unbalanced storytelling, and opinion-based reporting raises many legitimate questions regarding the platform's journalistic integrity and duty to the citizens. Fox News' supposed devotion to the public appears tainted by a dire ambition to present conservatives as the good in a world full of evil. The solution to remedying division is a commitment to conversation, integrity, and devotion to the creation of an open-minded, well-informed, and free society. These are the standards we should continue to require that all of our most beloved news media platforms adhere to, in order for us all to be free-thinking and open-minded citizens that are supported and not divided by our news.